Somewhere in a containment cell right now, a monster is measuring the walls. It's not a movie monster. It's not a legend. It's a file, a real file with a number on it. The SCP Foundation calls these the Keter-Class, the ones so dangerous, so unpredictable, they can barely be kept in a box. Today we're counting down the 10 worst of them. Number 1 is the one that could end everything. Rank number 10, SCP-939, with many voices. Let's start with something that hunts you using your own friend's voice. SCP-939 looks like a nightmare version of a dog. Tall, skinny, blood-red skin you can almost see through. It has no eyes. It doesn't need them. It hunts entirely by sound. And here's the part that gets people. It can copy voices perfectly, even ones it's never actually heard. Survivors say they heard a coworker calling for help down a hallway. It wasn't a coworker. They hunt in packs, and they talk to each other in frequencies humans can barely pick up. The Foundation didn't classify them Keter because they're strong. They did it because they're smart enough to plan. One instance figured out how to jam a door mechanism, trapping a whole security team inside with it. That's rank 10, and it only gets worse from here. Rank number 9, SCP-058, Heart of Darkness. Number 9 doesn't look like a monster. It looks like a cow's heart. That's exactly what makes it worse. SCP-058 is a giant heart, still beating, dragging itself around on 4 spiky legs. It has 4 tentacles covered in razor spines, and it can whip them out faster than you can react. It never stops talking, in a calm, almost polite voice, describing dark, twisted little poems. Nobody knows how it speaks. It has no mouth, no lungs. It just talks. It's responsible for well over 100 deaths in containment alone. And if it ever gets loose for real, the containment protocol is simple. Nuke the site. Simple plan. Terrifying reason it exists. Rank number 8, SCP-076, Able. Number 8 has been dead and alive more times than anyone can count. Inside a 10,000-year-old stone box is a man, ancient tattoos, frozen in a kind of half-death. Every so often he wakes up, and when he does, he only has one goal: kill every human he sees. He's an expert with a sword, an expert with his bare hands, better trained than anyone the Foundation employs. You can kill him. People have. But he just comes back, sometimes hours later, sometimes years later. He's responsible for more than 100 Foundation deaths, and the story behind him goes back to ancient scripture. 10,000 years, and the Foundation still hasn't found a way to stop him for good. Rank number 7, SCP-3199, Humans. Refuted. Number 7 is a species, and that's exactly the problem. SCP-3199 looks like something between a plucked chicken and a person. It's about as unsettling as that sounds. It hunts in the wild, and it feeds what it catches to its young. Here's the nightmare part. Every single one is born already carrying one unbreakable egg inside it. You can destroy every instance in front of you. It doesn't matter. That egg survives and hatches a new one. Given enough time, the Foundation believes a single one of these could replace every human on Earth. That's why it's Keter. Not because it wins every fight, but because it might be unstoppable. Period. Rank number 6, SCP-2521, Dor Akstirat. Number 6 is the strangest one on this list, and honestly, kind of sad. We literally can't tell you what it looks like. SCP-2521 is drawn to information about itself, written information, spoken information, any of it. If you write a report describing it, it will find that report and it will take it. If you describe it out loud, it comes for you personally. The only way the Foundation can document it at all is through pictures, no words allowed, ever. People it's taken are never seen again. Nobody knows where they go. It's currently the single highest-rated Keter-Class file the Foundation has on record. Rank number 5, SCP-6 10. The flesh that hates. Number 5 isn't one creature. It's an infection. And it's still out there right now. It starts like a rash, a little itching, a little redness, nothing you'd worry about at first. Within hours, it's spreading across the whole body, turning skin into something closer to raw scar tissue. The victim dies. Minutes later, they get back up. Faster, stronger, and a lot less human. It's currently locked to one region near a lake in Siberia. The Foundation calls it neutralized, as long as nobody goes in and nothing comes out. Underground exploration teams found tunnels made of solid living flesh, feeding something even bigger below. Nobody's cured it. Nobody's destroyed it. It's just waiting under quarantine for someone to make a mistake. Rank number 4, SCP-106, the Old Man. Number 4 might be the single most feared name inside the entire Foundation. He looks like an old man who's been dead for weeks. Rotting skin, slow, deliberate movements. Anything he touches starts to rot. Metal rusts, concrete crumbles, it just falls apart around him. He can walk straight through solid walls, dragging people with him into a pocket dimension nobody fully understands. People who go in with him don't come back the same. Some don't come back at all. He can stay completely still for months, waiting, and then, without warning, he's already found you. The one thing that reliably stops him is bright light, which tells you how little else actually works. He's older than the Foundation itself, and they still don't know exactly where he comes from. Rank number 3, SCP-682, hard to destroy reptile. Number 3 is, by a wide margin, the thing the Foundation wants dead the most. They just can't manage it. SCP-682 is a massive reptile-like creature. Nobody actually knows what species it's related to. Probably nothing. It hates every living thing. Not aggressive hates. Genuinely, completely hates. They've cut it in half with a laser. It came back. They've broken its neck for 10 hours straight. It came back. The only way to slow it down at all is keeping it submerged in acid strong enough to eat through steel. It's broken out 6 times, and each time the Foundation throws everything it has at getting it back in that tank. Even other Keter-Class anomalies are wary of this thing. That alone should tell you everything. Rank number 2, SCP-169, the Leviathan. Number 2 isn't hiding in a cell. It's hiding as an island chain, and it's been asleep since before the dinosaurs. For centuries, sailors just called it a group of islands. Nobody realized the islands were breathing. The Foundation eventually figured out the truth. It's a single living creature, thousands of kilometers long. That's not a typo. Longer than entire countries, possibly the largest living thing that's ever existed. It moves less than a kilometer a week. It breathes every few months, which shifts the island slightly each time. There is no containment plan, none. You cannot build a wall around something the size of a continent. All the Foundation can do is keep the world from finding out and hope it just keeps sleeping. Rank number 1, SCP-2317, Devourer of Worlds. And number 1, this isn't a monster in a cage. This is a countdown. Somewhere in a secure facility, there's a plain wooden door. Nothing special about it at first glance. Walk through it, and you end up somewhere else entirely. A different reality. An endless salt flat. In the center of that place is something almost too big to describe. 200 kilometers tall. It's held down by 7 massive chains, ancient, irreplaceable. Nobody knows how to make more of them. Over the last century, 6 of those 7 chains have already broken. The last chain is expected to give out within decades, maybe sooner. Nobody actually knows how to stop it, so the Foundation does the only thing it can. It runs a fake ritual every single day just to keep everyone calm, because the real containment plan doesn't exist. There isn't one. There's just waiting for the last chain to snap. And when it does, that thing won't just breach containment, it'll breach reality itself. So that's the list. 10 of the worst things the SCP Foundation has ever tried to lock away. And here's the uncomfortable part. This is barely a fraction of what's actually in their files. Somewhere out there, 13 people are deciding what happens to the next one they find. Because for every anomaly on this list, there are hundreds more still waiting for a number. Next time on Shroudex Explained, we're going somewhere completely different. Subscribe so you don't miss it,